Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grommet Live. I am coming at you today from Las Vegas, Nevada. I am here at the Travel Goods Show. I'm actually in my hotel room, not at the show in the exhibit floor like I had hoped. There are some sort of unforeseen technical things going on that are prohibiting me from being there, but I'm thrilled to tell you guys that I do have two of our brands standing by at the Travel Goods Show, which is actually at the expo at World Market in Las Vegas. And I was there all day yesterday, and it was so much fun. I got to sit on a panel that was about travel trending products. And that was so cool because I got to be alongside some very prominent travel influencers. And we got to talk about all the latest travel gadgets, travel accessories, what's happening in travel, where is travel going in terms of product development. All those buzzwords we're hearing, are they here to stay? So it was a really interesting discussion, and some of the brands that we have on today actually got to be there for that panel. So that was a ton of fun. Let's see, let me get out of here really quick. Sorry, guys. I just need to get my chat up because chat is what it's all about. So welcome, everybody. I hope that you guys can join me inside the chat, because when it comes to live shopping, that's what makes this so much fun. So go ahead and say hi if you are here. Would love to know where you are coming in from. Hello, Yo. Good to see you. Yo is one of our brands. We had her on, I think it was a couple weeks ago, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it is raining outside, but has been just an amazing couple days getting to see all of the new travel innovations. I have to say, this has been an interesting show because, as many of you know, with COVID, travel sort of was basically dead and gone. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Parker. Yay. Tigo is here, one of our brands. But yeah, travel, as we all know, was sort of dead and gone. In fact, I was at the last Travel Goods Show that was in New Orleans right before the entire country went down. And when I say right before, or was closed down, I mean one day before. And so it was a ghost town at that Travel Goods Show. And I felt so bad for all of the brands that were there with these big fancy booths, and no one was walking around. It was actually very eerie and strange. So this is the first one back. We had one last year, but that was with the International Houseware Show. So that was just a little different. But this one is the first one back in full force. So it was really cool to see all the brands again, see all the new inventors and product innovators, so many cool gadgets, so many beautiful bags, from luggage to totes, you name it. Tons of fun, and I can't wait to go back today. So as soon as we're done with this, I'm heading right back over there. And there is Janice, speaking of the Queen. Let's see. Oh, no. Let's see. Oh my gosh, so many fun people on here. Gobi Airplane, thank you guys for being here. The Tray Covers. Who else is in here? Let's see. Gosh, lots of people. So thank you guys for being here. And I want to go over a couple housekeeping things before we get started on the products. First and foremost, as I mentioned, the chat is where it's at. And Grommet is all about promoting our inventors, our makers, giving them a platform to be seen, to be heard, to tell their stories, and to get their products in front of as many people as possible. So that's what today is all about. And I mention that because the chat, when we can get that chat going, what happens? Many of you already know this if you've been here before. What happens is the different social media platforms that we're on, it can be Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn. I think those are the three that we're on today, but we're on various pages on each one of those. But when they see the chat getting, a lot of excitement going on in the chat, they think there's something exciting going on, and they push it out to more and more people really all over the world. So this is super exciting for our inventors and our makers. So please, you guys, when you see something you like, chime in, let them know. It makes the inventors feel great, but more importantly, it lets social media know what's happening here on Grommet Live. So we want to get them excited about it. We've got someone here from Texas. Oh my gosh, so many people. Okay, so as you are seeing right there, here's the fun part. We are doing 2 giveaways, which is what we usually do. So I'm very excited about that. Something we're doing a little different this week is that we're doing them both at the end of the show. Why are we doing that? Because we are having the 2 brands on who are at the Travel Goods Show right now at the exhibit hall. They are on standby. And so we are going to bring them on one by one to talk about their product, hear about the show, find out what their favorite product is other than their own at the Travel Goods Show. And so then they are going to be giving away their products. So if you have not already entered to win, you are going to do it right there. So you're going to get out your phone, take a picture of that QR code, and then just give your name and your email so we can contact you if you are the winner. And that's it. And if you want to double your chances to win, then you are just going to type into the chat one word. That word is giveaway. So please go ahead and type giveaway if you want to double your chances. I'm seeing people already doing it. You guys already know what you're doing. And what we have found the past, probably 3 or 4 shows, I think the winners were always in the chat. And I think that's because we're doing this double giveaway. So Sherry just got in on it. Hello from YouTube. Super fun. Okay, any questions before we get started? Leslie Miller, good to see you. Leslie's another one of our brands who we had on last week, I think. I'm getting so confused on my timing. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started, but I am going to ask you guys a couple questions as we get started, because this is all about travel. We are heading into spring travel, summer travel. That's the fun stuff. And I think as we head into travel, and these are some of the topics that came up when I was on the panel yesterday, people are asking, what is your favorite travel hack? In fact, I think it was Janice Shakorian who asked that question. I thought it was a great question. So what is something that you do when you travel that either makes it easier, saves you a little bit of money, saves you space in your suitcase, any kind of little trick or hack that you can share inside the chat, we would so appreciate, because I think it's so much fun for all of us to learn from each other. So please share that in the chat when you can, because there's, Janice says she's all about hacks. So am I. I'm trying to think, Janice, what some of the ones that people came up with were, because there were some really good ones. One of them is putting a dryer sheet inside your packing cubes. And so by doing that, you're keeping all your clothes smelling fresh. Your whole suitcase smells fresh. And I hope you guys are all using packing cubes, because I can't imagine traveling or packing without them. They're so amazing. So that is a great little tip right there. And then something that I do is I bring a Ziploc bag with me, put all my laundry in the Ziploc bag. Someone mentioned this yesterday, and it's something that I've been doing for a while, and it helps a lot. So I put my laundry in there, and then I can kind of roll it up, squeeze out all the air so it really compresses it and gives me a little extra room in my suitcase for souvenirs and all of that fun stuff. Okay, Parker says he's a little biased, but he uses a bag that he can adapt to different trips. Well, isn't that brilliant? And thank you, Parker, for that amazing segue, because I think we are going to start off our products with Parker's product. I'm going to get it up here right now. There it is right there. So that is exactly what Parker is talking about. And that is the T-Go Adventure Kit. Now, I want to tell you guys, all the products that you are seeing today and the ones that we were supposed to see yesterday, but because of tech issues, we're rescheduling that, I believe, for next Tuesday evening. But we'll be posting all about that, so you know when that's going to be. But these were all handpicked by me. I went through the Grommet site, and I looked at, there were so many different products, and I picked the ones that I just thought, wow, those are brilliant. This would really help when it comes to traveling. And Parker's is definitely one of those. I was so excited about this. So here it is right here. This is the T-Go. It comes in 2 colors. This is the red. It also comes in a heather gray that I will show you in a second. But my gosh, how brilliant this is, because basically this is a customizable toiletry kit. So it allows you, it has 7 different sections to it. I'm going to turn it around and show you how it opens up. And in a second, I'm going to show you a video so you can see exactly how it works. But it opens up right here like that. And then when you unroll it, you are going to see that there are 7 different sections inside of here. So it is completely customizable. He has created a brilliant attachment system, which I've got to find one that can detach right here. So each one of these sections can detach. Actually, Jen, go ahead and roll the video, because that'll be much better at showing it than me showing it. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so you're seeing it there. See how they all come together. Each section is designed for something different, and then you roll it up and go. So there's going to be some trips, right, where you might just want 1 or 2 sections. There's other trips when you might want the whole thing. You might use this not even just for travel, but at home. In fact, I love Parker's story, because Parker is a handyman of sorts. He loves to fix things and build things and all of that. And probably his biggest, it's got to be his biggest project was building an airplane, if you can believe that. And he was saying how whenever he would go to smaller airports, there was, no big mechanics there to help if anything went wrong. So he would bring his tools with him. And that's kind of where the aha moment went, where he started to really develop a love for rolling kits. So where he could put his wrench and all the different tools in there and just roll it up, have it take up very little space, and then have it be available to go. And so that was kind of his aha moment when he started developing the Tego. And he did this on Kickstarter. I think, Parker, am I right that you did 2 different Kickstarter campaigns? I think raised close to over $200,000 on Kickstarter and developed this. And at first, I think it was not customizable. It was just a rolling tool belt of sorts or toiletry kit of sorts. And then after feedback from customers, this is version 2, where he's got all the different sections and it's completely customizable. So so the first section is here, which is basically, this is where you hang it. This is a big zipper pouch right here. Voila. So you can put sort of your bigger items. Maybe it's an electric toothbrush. Maybe it's your hairbrush. I love that it is water resistant. So you can put things inside of here that you are maybe fearful that they might leak or spill. This is where those would go. The next section here is another zippered section. And it's got the mesh. So it's got sort of a little bit of give to it. So you can fit some big items in there. And then this section is a fun one because it's got the elastic bands. So you can really secure things in here, from razors to toothbrushes, you name it. And then another section here with 2 more pockets and another, it just keeps going and going. But the idea is that whatever you're using it for, you can use as much or as little of it as possible and mix and match it to your own needs or your own trip that you happen to be going on. And I believe Parker says that you can, I think it's up to 300, am I right, Parker? 327 different configurations with this puppy. How cool is that? And it's very lightweight, so thin, water resistant, very cool looking. So I just absolutely love this. And I can think of a million uses for it. I know it was originally, tools, toiletries like that, but being a female with lots of makeup and lots of makeup brushes, I can see using this entire thing for makeup. I could see using it for art supplies. I could see using it for, maybe you're a knitter or crafter. Think of other ways that you guys can use it. How would you use this? Would you use it for travel? Would you use it for any kind of hobby that you have? Gosh, I had all of these different ideas going in my head because it is so adaptable, and I love that. Let's see, where the heck are... So many great... Okay, also each bag is made from... Oh, yes, that was a good... From 2 to 2.3 post-consumer soda bottles. It's a cool fabric. Yes. So each Tego, basically there are 2 soda bottles that were used to create the material for this. So it is that sustainable, eco-friendly, which we all love. That was a big topic yesterday at the Travel Goods Show. So I'm glad that you brought that up. And howdy from Texas. Let's see. Okay, so this is the first one. So that is the red. I wanted to show you the heather gray because I think that's super cool too. Here's the heather gray right here. So those are the 2 choices. And as you can see, when you shop on the Grommet, one of the fun things about it is the upvoting. And many of you already know about it, but if you're new here, I want to explain that to you, because over here, you're seeing a QR code right over there. And if this is a product that you like, or if you just want to support the maker, inventor in any way, does not cost you a dime, but you're going to get your camera out, take a picture of that QR code, click on it, and vote and give them an upvote. So not only do makers love the feeling of knowing people like it and are voting for them, it tells Grommet which products are the most popular, but the bonus for you is that you will get a 20% discount for every product that you upvote. So as you're seeing, this is typically, oh, it just got covered up there, so I'm not seeing it, but the pricing on Grommet is 20% off the regular. So that upvote, even if you're not going to buy it today, so let's see, the regular price is $79, you're getting it for $63.20. So even if you're not buying it today, that discount code will go in your file on the Grommet. You can use it whenever you want. So pretty cool. So when you're thinking about gifting, again, like we've got Father's Day coming up, we've got Mother's Day coming up, graduation. This would be such a great graduation gift. So if you're using that discount code and you buy multiple, you'll get that 20% off on all of them that you buy at that one time. So that's a pretty cool little bonus right there. And we're already seeing, I found your Christmas gift. Let's see. That is an understatement. She literally dressed for women. What are we talking about here? Lisa from, oh, yay, Lisa. I got to meet Lisa from Wonderlust Stuff. Actually, I was not realizing it was that was the name of it. I don't know what I thought it was, but she's got an incredible site. If you guys have not seen it before, if you don't know about it, after the show, go take a look at it because she is selected. She's really curated some amazing, amazing travel goods that really have a purpose and great stories behind it. So definitely worth checking that out. Lisa, I'm so glad you found us. And she has a product innovation herself that we are going to be talking about, meaning she and I. And so maybe bringing it to the masses at some point. So you guys stay tuned to learn about that. Okay, let's move on to product number 2. Product number 2 is something that it's my new travel best friend. It's my new best friend in life, even aside from travel. It is so cool. I almost couldn't believe it when they sent it to me and I started reading all of the details on this product. And I thought, how is that possible? And so basically what it is, it's by a company called Charge ASAP. And let me get my correct notes here. Okay. So this little guy right here is a charger. This is not just any charger. First of all, it's really pretty lightweight. I think it's, gosh, is it 70%? It's almost 50% lighter than other similar chargers that are on the market, although there really is nothing completely similar to this because it is incredible. And as you're seeing there, that is our creator. That is Vincent. And he created it because, like many of you and like me, he had so many different devices that he was needing to charge. And when you have so many different devices, you have to have so many different chargers. And they weigh a lot and they're big and bulky. And if you're traveling, you have to bring all of those. And they really take up space. They take up weight. And we all know weight is really important as we're traveling. So he wanted to create really the ultimate travel charger. So this puppy right here, believe it or not, is the equivalent of 4 Apple chargers. And we know Apple chargers are, really powerful, probably the best chargers. We're in my house, we're always jockeying for the Apple chargers. This is the equivalent of 4 of those. This can charge 3 laptops at one time and another device. So as you're seeing right here, it actually has 4 different ports. So it's got 3 USB-Cs and then it's got 1 regular USB port. So what that means is that you can literally charge 3 laptops and, as I said, and another device. Now, each one, what really makes this unique is each one of those USB-C can handle up to 140 watts. Now, just to put that in perspective, most chargers handle up to 65 watts. And so you really can't use, a phone charger to charge a laptop. But because this handles up to 140, you can actually charge those 3 laptops with this one. Now, why I love this so much, so many reasons, but when I'm traveling, many times I'm going all the way across country and I do a layover. When I get to the layover, that's my time to charge especially because I fly Southwest a lot and they don't have chargers on the planes. And many times, even when they do, they're not working. And so my devices are almost empty by the time I get to my layover. I get off the plane, I go find an outlet and I plug in, and so many times they don't work anymore. It's like they must have installed them forever ago and now they're kaput. So I always feel stuck in it. And then I have to choose which device I'm going to charge. Am I going to charge my AirPods? Or am I going to charge my laptop, my phone? So this, I can get off the plane, plug this in, charge everything at one time. It's that fast charging. It's got a screen right here that actually tells you how quick it gives you the wattage and the charge amps. So you know what each one is. And each one is identified on this little screen. It's not plugged in, so you can't actually see it. But so cool to be able to see all of that. So this is obviously phenomenal for traveling, but I see this just in terms of home use. This will become my family hub because we all have all of our devices and we're always fighting over the chargers. With this, you can plug this in. It's so sleek, so compact, lightweight, and everything plugs into this one instead of having all the different multiples. So smart. I am so happy that he created this. So thank you, Vincent, for creating this. It is amazing. I've been using it this whole trip, and I'm getting ready to go on another flight. My daughter and I are going on college tours right after this. And so we will use this constantly. It is so good, so powerful. Vincent, if you are in here, I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting any important notes, because there's so much to it. Let's see. Even for work, the fact that we're not cluttering up our workspace, we only have this, and then we've got everything plugged in into the one. So good. I don't think Vincent is inside the chat, so I'm not going to get the answer to that, but I'm looking at my notes and I do think I covered all of it. Does anybody have any questions inside the chat? Let's see here. And this is, it is pricey, right? I mean, you're looking at going, wow, a charger for that much. But when you think about what this does, and when you think about the headache that this takes off your plate of having to carry around, lug around all those heavy chargers, it is worth every single penny. And it is so well reviewed. And it's just that quality. It's that what you buy one time and you're good to go. And then you guard it with your life. You do not let your kids take this off to college. This is yours if you buy this. And of course, the beauty of the Grommet is that with that 20% off, it's normally $219, and you're getting it at Grommet for $175. So that is a big savings. So even if you're kind of considering it, thinking about it, give Vincent an upvote and put that 20% discount inside your folder, and you can use it whenever you want. So pretty cool. Does anybody else have a charger that they love that there's no chance it does more than this? In fact, on the panel, I brought this up on the panel and we talked about it. And the gentleman next to me does a lot with tech. He's a travel influencer that talks a lot about tech. And I could tell that he was like, whoa, it does all that? Are you sure? So it is a good one. And I'm so glad that we discovered it here on Grommet. Let's see. Yes, questions. Oh, okay, I know Jen's reminding me that people have questions in the chat, and I apologize. It's going so fast today, which I love. I love all the action in the chat, but I'm sure that I'm missing some. Let me just double check here. Janice is saying, this is an amazing idea. What is the question? I need this in my life. Chargers, I need them. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing the question. Am I missing it? I must be missing it. So Jen, let me know if there's just so many of them. I'm not finding it. Let's see. Oh, does this function as a power bank? So I think, Leslie, what you're asking is it a mobile charger? Is that correct? And if that's what you're asking, it is not a mobile charger. This plugs in, and this is actually one of the patented features of it, is this fold out plug. So it goes right into the wall. Great question. I actually wondered that myself. In fact, after I thought I had charged it, I plugged my devices into it. And I was like, it's not working. And then I realized this is a hub that plugs into the outlet. And of course, because when you think about it, it really is so powerful that it does need that wall, that direct access to electricity. So this is not a mobile charger. One thing I didn't mention is this is universal. So it comes with, I think, 3 or 4 different adapters. So you can use this in up to 200 countries around the world. And that's a big one for the international travelers. You know how difficult that can be, and you feel like you've got to buy different ones for different countries. This is all you need if you travel internationally. It will work in up to 200 countries. So I'm sure, obviously, there's some places it won't work, but for the most part, you are covered with this guy. And it's actually called the Zeus. And again, it's 280 watts. It is the equivalent of 4 Apple chargers. You can charge up to 3 laptops and another device. So for me, yesterday, I charged all at one time. I had my laptop going, I had my phone going, I had my AirPods going, and my Apple Watch all together. So cool. And it charged so quick. So that was just a huge bonus. Janice is saying she just spent $100 on a charger that is so heavy. That's the worst thing. Usually those chargers that do, that say they do so much, it just weighs down your whole bag and you don't want to bring it with you. This one, no. And what is the weight? I'm trying to remember. I should know this. I did write it down somewhere. I would say it's got to be under a pound. I don't know exactly, but I know it's about 2 inches by 3 inches. And I think it's under a pound. Jen, if you happen to know, would you let me know on that? Oh, Janice is going to return the other one and get this one scanned and upvoted. Love it. Grommet is fabulous for small businesses. It really, really is. You guys, thank you for all the great chats. This is so fun. So exciting. Okay, so we're going to move on because we have a lot to cover. We've got 2 guests still. We've got giveaways. So if you haven't already entered the giveaway, I'm going to have Jen put it up one more time. There it is, that QR code. So you're going to enter there. And if you want a second chance to win, you are going to write the word giveaway inside the chat. You have just doubled your chances to win. And so we are doing 2 giveaways at the end of the show in case you just jumped on. Okay, let's move on to product number 3. Let's see, where am I? And which one did I intend to do? Sometimes I like to change them up a little bit from my original order. I am going to do, okay, this one is a favorite of mine that I have been using a long time before I ever saw it on Grommet. It is so brilliant, and it's brilliant far beyond just travel. But if you are traveling, it is an absolute must-have, I have to say. And whoops, let me pull up the QR code. I actually got to feature this recently on, I think it was International Women's Day that I featured this. And many of you might know it. Many of you might have it. I have some new colors today that I'm excited to show. This is called the Bandy Belt. This is, I don't know if any of you guys like fanny packs, like I like fanny packs, but I have worn them and used them for years and years. And my friends all made fun of me, but I'm just telling you, I don't know how people live without fanny packs. But this has taken over my fanny pack because, as you can see, it's ultra slim. Okay, so when you put it on, and you're seeing right there in the picture, when you put it on, it's very tight to your body. They did such a brilliant job designing this because there they are right there. There's Bev and Beth. Those are our makers. Little partnership team there. And boy, have they done a good job, because I have purchased these before I discovered Bandy Belt from Amazon. So there's all kinds of them on Amazon, and I purchased them. But the second I found this one, those all went in the trash, and this is my staple, because those, when I put things inside of them, so you might put your cell phone, you might put your glasses, your sunglasses, your reading glasses, all those things that you want to have with you. Maybe it's your car keys that you want to have with you when you're out and about, whether you're going for, fitness, going for a walk or a run. Maybe you're traveling and you're sightseeing for the day, a little day trip, whatever you are doing. Maybe you're just going to the grocery store and you don't want to bring your big bag with you. You just put your little wallet and your phone and all those essentials that you need right inside here. With the ones that I used to get on Amazon, when I would fill it up, it would kind of flop over and, really kind of weigh me down. And it ended up being so uncomfortable. With this one, they were so smart to build structure into it. So you can see right there, there's a wall. So it's soft structure, but it is structure, and it's organization built into it. The other ones don't have the organization. They're just sort of an empty pocket. This one has the 2 compartments, and then it's got a pocket on the side over here. It's completely adjustable. And so no matter, darn it, I forget exactly what, and maybe Jen, you could let me know, or Bev or Beth, if you guys are in the chat, if you could let me know on the adjustability of it. But basically it's going to fit most people. And so some people like it a little tighter. I was saying on the show that we did recently that one of the added benefits of the Bandy Belt that I didn't think of until I put it on is that it really kind of acts as shapewear of sorts. It really, depending on how you want to adjust it, it kind of holds my tummy in, not going to lie, like that feature. And it just gives you that little support and, kind of makes you feel a little slimmer. And so, if you can have that little added benefit, why not? But they sent me 2 solid colors, which I actually specifically asked for, because I know there's sometimes when you just, you want to keep it simple. I wear a lot of black leggings, so I really love wearing the black. So it just kind of blends in with my leggings or my tank. You don't even know it's there. Or if you have a top over it, a t-shirt or something, it's going to hang over that. And again, nobody knows it's there but you. And then I also love the nude, because maybe you're wearing a white shirt or something that's a little more see-through. This is just going to blend right in with your skin. So I love that. This is one, I do have several of these actually. So these are my staples. These are the ones that I kind of wear all the time, but it's fun to add colors. Like this one is I love this one. Just kind of puts me in a good mood. This is a favorite. My mom loves this one. And then this really colorful. So they go on and on. There's so many of them. So definitely check out all the different colors. But somebody, I think it was Leslie actually on our last show, had a suggestion that I thought was so smart. And actually, Leslie, I took your suggestion and I went to my mom's house and I brought it to her and hers. And that was, it's so great for even when you're at the house, just around the house, to put your essentials in there. So your cell phone, your reading glasses, whatever you need throughout the day, so you don't have to go find them. I'm always looking for my cell phone. So with my mom, she has trouble walking and, getting from room to room. So I thought how brilliant that she can have those things with her. She always needs a tissue with her. So she's got that in there. And so that stays with her throughout the day. And again, she doesn't know it's there until she needs it, which is really kind of cool. It adjusts to fit low waist sizes 28 to 42. Optional expander adds 9 to 12 inches. So it is very, very versatile in terms of sizing. So thank you, Jen, for that. Appreciate that. Any other questions or comments? Does anybody have one? Because I mean, this is, to me, it is just the biggest travel staple of all time. When you're at the airport, oh my gosh, to have that on and just, you're going through security and just to be able to, they want to see your ID. You want to get your phone out. It's all just right there. You're not digging through bags trying to find things. And then when you go through security, you undo it, put it on the belt, pick it back up when you go through. So smart. Sherry's asking about the water bottle. The water bottle. Oh, the one I talked about yesterday? Is that? I think that's what you're asking. Oh yeah, yes. So I'm going to be featuring a water bottle that I'm sort of obsessed with for travel. It's called the origami bottle, and you guys will see that on the next show. I've got some great items on the next show. I'm so excited. But I think that's what you're referring to. Let's see. Inside bandage water bottle. Oh, maybe you're saying, does a regular water bottle fit? I don't know that a regular water bottle would fit in here. A small one, possibly. But I thought you meant the origami, which condenses down to this little tiny, which I love because when you're going through the airport, it's so good to bring a water bottle with you so that when you get through security, you don't have to buy water for $8 or whatever they're charging these days. And then you've got that bottle with you when you're on the airplane. Then you get your hotel, and most of them have those refillable water stations now. So you have fresh water. When you're working out at the gym, you have that. So it's so great to bring a bottle. And so that would fit inside here. So definitely recommend that. Okay. Wondering if a small bottle will fit in the bandy. Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess you probably could put a small bottle in here. And because you can tighten it, it would stay, close to you as opposed to those other similar belts where it really would kind of fall down and drag you down. But for me, it's more my daily, my essentials. I love these for grocery shopping because you guys might know one of the biggest crimes right now that is just on the rise is purses being stolen out of grocery carts. Even when you just put it there for a few seconds and you turn around to grab something off the shelf, there are people that are there for that purpose and they will steal it. So for me to be able to have this on, go in the grocery store, I've got my keys, I've got my phone, I've got my little wallet. That's all I need. And I can be hands-free the whole time. So this is just that, it's just magical in terms of how hands-free you can be throughout life when you have the bandy belt. So smart. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Bonnie's on. Hello, Bonnie. I have not seen you in a while. I'm so happy you're here. We have a lot of people on, you guys. This is so fun. Okay, we are going to move on because we've got more and more products to show. All right, so that's the bandy belt we did. Okay, I'm going to do a fun one right now. Well, they're all fun, but this one I believe was product of the week not too long ago, and it is really taken off, no pun intended, because it does have to do with airplanes. That was a very clever pun of mine, I must say. Where did I do with it? Oh, it just dropped. Okay, let me get my notes, make sure I got it all right. Okay, this is the Gobi airplane tray. It's the Gobi sleeve, and it's basically for airplane tray tables. Now, let me tell you the story behind it, because that's what makes this make so much sense, and that's why this is just absolutely killing it out there. It has been sort of a media darling of sorts. It's been featured everywhere. The Today Show, CBS, NBC, Fox, you name it. So this is getting all kinds of hype and press, and for good reason. So this, again, was developed by a duo, a team of two women, Barbara and Cornelia. There they are right there. I love when a product is born out of just a fun conversation between friends. I love when it's people thinking, gosh, this could be doing so much better. And then you just get talking and you start really innovating, even if you're not an inventor of sorts. And that's how some of the best products are born. And so they were talking about, well, actually, I think it is Cornelia's son. Yes, Cornelia's son, Jake, is battling leukemia. And when he would travel, she found that he was always getting sick while he was traveling. And then Barbara, being being in the media, started doing some research for CNBC, and was realizing that the most germy thing that when we're traveling, it is those airplane tray tables, that airlines are not being responsible in terms of sanitizing them. So that is where most of the germs are picked up, is on those airplane tray tables. And so knowing that this was a major issue for her son, and probably for so many people, they went to work to develop something that was eco-friendly and sustainable. Whereas if you are, so many people get on the plane and they use those disinfecting wipes, and those are just terrible for the planet. And so they thought, what could be good for the planet and keep us safe while we're traveling? And that's when the Gobi tray sleeves were born. So you're seeing it right here. It's that stretchy material. It's going to fit on almost any tray table at all. And the key here is that it is made out of an antimicrobial material. And so what does that mean? That's such a buzzword. We hear antimicrobial all the time, but basically what it means is that bacteria cannot grow, cannot live on this material. So this is reusable. It's washable and reusable. So you get on the airplane, you're just going to slide it on the tray table, and whether the tray table's up or down, it's on there for your whole trip. And then when you get off, you're going to take it off the tray and you're going to put it inside this adorable case. It's sort of a honeycomb case that they created for it. And this case holds 2 of them. So if you're traveling with a partner or your child, you're going to put both of them in there. And I did initially wonder, well, aren't you just putting germs inside of the case if you do that? But because it's antimicrobial, germs can't live on that. So that is not a concern. So I really appreciate this tether too. So this is just something that should be tethered to your carry-on or your travel tote at all times. So you've always got it there, and you can use it, and it doesn't have to be just airplanes. I mean, it could be on a bus, it could be on a train, it could be on the ferry, you name it. But just having that peace of mind that you're not picking up germs. Like if you're picking up a cup that's on the tray table that's got germs and then you're putting it to your mouth, I mean, it's kind of yucky when you think about all that. So this really solves it, and it does it in a responsible way that I love. They have, I think, over 18 to 20 different colors that are so fun. So usually, like in a kit, you're going to get one of the honeycomb cases, and then you're going to get 2 of these. You'll have one that's a print like that, and then usually there's a coordinating solid with it. So we've got this one and this one together. But again, so many combinations. Some of them are really, actually, they're called classic, and I'll show you the picture right up there so you can get an idea of some different other colors. Then there's some that are for kids that have really fun, like airplanes or trains or things like that. Oh gosh, Janice, great question. Janice is asking, can this be used on walker trays? I have to believe the answer to that is yes. And I think they are in the chat. They are. I'm so happy. Patterns from playful to professional. I love that. That's so true, because there are so many commuters or business travelers who, might not want a cute little print on their tray table, but they've got so many cool, very kind of streamlined, clean prints and solids as well that are very professional. And then all the way down to playful for kids, and then just ones that just kind of put you in a good mood. I'm trying to find some other ones for you guys to see. There's another one right there. So again, you're seeing there's the print. Oh, I love this one. This is sort of a marble, purple and white, and then it's got the purple or lavender. So super cool. And then let me show you the honeycomb case, because it's very cleverly designed. And so it opens like this. These 2 doors open, and in pops one like that. And then the other one will go here, and then the doors close, and you hook it to your bag, and you're good to go. So pretty cool, right? Great design. Love how problem solving it is. I bet it would be great on a baby's high chair at restaurants. Love it. Renee. Hi, Renee. That is a great, I love that because when mine were little and we would go to restaurants and they would bring the trays over, I'd be just thinking, oh God, I hope they clean that. So to be able to just slide that right on a baby tray table, brilliant, love it. It's washable. Yes, you can wash it, just throw it in the washer. And I think the drying part is escaping me, whether you put it in the dryer. So let us know on that. I think so. And the antimicrobial, I wanted to mention, the antimicrobial is good for up to 25 washes. So eventually that part wears off, but 25 uses with that antimicrobial feature on it is pretty darn good. Let's see, it weighs just 3 ounces. Yep, I believe that. It's very, very lightweight. Janice is saying the packaging is fantastic. It really is. It's such a nice, clean, and kind of fun design. And this is very lightweight too, super lightweight. So well done, you guys. Really, really love it. And love the story, and I love that you guys did it together and just, problem solving. That's how the best products are born. Let's see, antimicrobial technology is non-toxic, hypoallergenic. Heat does not attack the antimicrobial technology. Oh, good to know. Gobi is on the grommet. It absolutely is on the grommet. And there is the QR code right there. So you are going to get your phone out. You're going to click the QR code. If you want to give them an upvote, please upvote them. Let them know. They already have so many votes. I don't know how many exactly, but when this launched on Grommet, it was on fire. It was so popular, and it still is so popular. So they are doing just great. And then with it, ladies, tell me if I'm correct on this, you're getting the case and the 2 tray covers for the price that you're seeing there, for the $29.60 on Grommet. Is that correct? I think it's correct. Okay, so we are going to move on to the next one, which is, okay, the next one is sometimes, you guys know that I love products that are, really have that wow and really solve issues or problems or in a really cool way, really clever and unique. This one is not that kind of a product, but it is such a special version of a common travel product that I chose this one very specifically because it is so nicely done, so beautiful. It is really sort of an heirloom travel item that you'll have forever, and that is so sophisticated, and just, well, let me just show you. I'm in here at the hotel. This is the Dagny Duffel Weekender. It is so stunning. This is one of those where I'm certain that the camera cannot do it justice. I'm in here. It is sort of that vintage look. It is handmade. It is incredible artisan craftsmanship. And I'm in here. Thank you. And by the way, I have the privacy on the door. It's the 3rd time they've done that in 2 days. Just a little side note there. Anyway, it is so stunningly beautiful. And, whether it's for a man or a woman, I'm hoping that you can see the craftsmanship. This is that forever bag. And so it is inside, it is a cotton lining that is really sort of, I don't know how to describe, sort of a luxe lining. So very kind of simple design, but I do really appreciate that it's got that pocket here. So your shoes are separate from the contents, or it could be used for laundry if you wanted to. I snuck these shoes in here that I have to show you guys because I discovered them at the Travel Goods show yesterday. If you haven't seen them, you guys have to try these on. Janice, Candy, you've got to go to their booth. Incredible. They feel so good on your feet for airplane, for travel, for home, for whatever. Just a little side note there. I'm hoping to get them on the Grommet soon. But so you've got this nice big roomy compartment here for your shoes, for laundry. You've got the strap that is adjustable, really, really nice and removable. So this is one of those products that's done by a company called Steel Horse, and it's just impeccable. And I think when it comes to traveling, there's Dave right there. When it comes to travel, having items that are forever items it's so nice. And I think as we travel, there are little things that happen to our bags. And because this is real leather, it is almost so rare nowadays that there is anything that's real leather. So this is real leather. In fact, when I opened the bag, oh my gosh, you smell it and you just, oh, it smells so good. And it is, you know, over time, it's gonna wear in different ways. That's just gonna kind of remind you of your trip. Little wear and tear in a good way. So I thought it was so beautiful, and it's just such a wonderful gift to give someone. And coming into graduation season, coming into wedding season, Father's Day is coming up, Mother's Day is coming up. So I really wanted to highlight that one because it is so elegant and so just really timeless. And it's hard to find bags like that. And when I saw this, it's just, I mean, I can think of, I really want to get this for my dad. I know he would love it so much. So I probably will be doing that for Father's Day. So great, great item. Oh, wish you could smell it. Any questions? Give them some, oh, you guys are already giving so much good feedback. Let's see, cute shoes. The bag is elegant, timeless classic. It really is. Stunning, stunning. And because, you know, it's one of those little more higher priced items, the discount that you're getting on Grommet is so good. So definitely grab that, put it inside your, you know, put that discount code inside your folder, and you never know whether you're getting it now or later, it'll always be there. So you can't miss on that. So definitely do that. And I think without any further ado, we are going to bring in our first, wait, I want to make sure I didn't forget one. I don't think I did. I think we covered them all. Okay, so we have two more, and these are incredible products that are both created by incredible women, both of whom I know from being inside, both of them, they are members of the Women Inventors Club. And for those of you who don't know what that is, basically that is a group of close to 1,000 women who have come together and are supporting each other and are helping each other and sharing resources and tools and ideas. And you just really locking arms to help one another take their product ideas or their business ideas and bring them to life and create a business and a life that they love and a life lived on their own terms. It's so exciting to see. And if you're not already a part of it, I want to invite you to be a part of it. And Jen, if you wouldn't mind putting the link to join the Women Inventors Club inside the chat, that would be fabulous. I think she's already doing it. There it is. And it is completely free. So it really is just a place. It's a safe haven filled with women who are creative and ambitious and so supportive. It's just incredible. Cannot recommend it enough. So definitely click that link and request to join if you haven't already. If you're someone who, you know, wherever you are in your product development journey, whether it's just an idea, Lisa, if you're still there, that's you. Or if you're, you know, knee deep in development, or maybe you actually have a product that's already out on the market. I find there's a lot in there that already have products out on the market, but are struggling in some way, or maybe they're not struggling and they want to help others. That's happening in there too. So it's phenomenal. And so I want to bring the first one in right now, and that is Janice Shakorian. She's been very active in the chat. There she is. And so she is coming to us actually from the exhibit hall at the Travel Goods Association show. And I got to be with Janice yesterday, and it was so fun because we got to meet for the very first time in person. And I was saying to Janice, I feel like we know each other. And I saw you and went, oh my God, have we really never met? Because we see each other this way. But anyway, so everybody in the chat, give Janice a warm welcome. And it's so funny. We spent so much time talking about her product. I got to use it. Oh, it's so amazing. And then I left to go back to my hotel, and I went, oh my gosh, I forgot to bring the product with me. So thank goodness we're having Janice on, because she has plenty of the products with her. And so Janice, I'm going to actually turn it over to you to do the demo, but I'll give a quick intro. Janice created this product, and her company is called Tausi Brands. And if I'm correct, Tausi means care for in Samoan, caring for in Samoan. Yep. And I love that because it really was born out of your love and your wanting to care for your dad, and who was, I believe you, well, let you tell the story. I'll let you tell the story.
You can't, Marcy, go ahead and tell it in your words.
Well, okay, in my words, it really touched me the first time I heard it, that she walked in, her dad, is it a memory care facility?
Yes.
and he was asleep in his chair, and he was slumped over, and just, so you know how when we fall asleep we do this, that's what he was doing, and it looked just like he was in pain, just the neck, and just uncomfortable. And she thought, how can I make this more comfortable for him? And that was her light bulb moment. And she went to work to design a pillow, a support system for her dad specifically at the time, but it has taken on a whole life of its own since then. And I know that it really, because you were designing it specifically for your dad, you got to, he was really your prototype helper of sorts.
Yes.
And so you made sure that it really worked for him and fine-tuned it with him. And then so many different uses came out of it. So you take it from there.
It's so wonderful to hear you. I so appreciate meeting you, and anybody who's an entrepreneur, get onto the Grommet and connect with Marcy, because you have uplifted so many entrepreneurs, me included, and I'm grateful. But this is Tausi, you guys. This is a pillowcase with a support system built into it. And you can, it's in this luxuriously soft chenille fabric that you can, and also for people who love antimicrobial and antibacterial fabric, it's lined in it. It's completely washable, and you can zip out the unique modular foam U-shape, which is the secret sauce for Tausi. It can strap to a chair. I use it for back support. So on my chair, I don't know if you can see here, but I'm really comfortable because I'm using it for back support. And this modular little teeny tiny pillow, or this pillow, comes with each Tausi. So that allows you to customize and personalize your support. I sometimes rotate it on 90 degrees, and I give myself some extra acupressure. This works perfectly because I store my stress in my upper shoulders, and this provides acupressure. So while you're resting on your flight, boom, your head is caught from side to side, and you're not doing that head neck slump roll, and you're not wearing your comfort. You're not doing that neck pillow that you have to wear. You're not attaching your head to the back of the seat. You're attaching Tausi to the headrest, not the whole seat, but the headrest. And so, and if you don't want it for head support, you can use it for back support, which is what I have behind me. It comes in 4 luxuriously wonderful colors. And so you see marine blue, I have camel color, I have ivory, and I have a gray, which I think I'm lifting my laptop on because I'm using my mini bonus pillows to support my laptop, so I have a better sight line. And I use this pillow on my lap. So when I'm on the plane using my Tausi, I have a better sight line. So I use it.
And I have to chime in on that, because I love, yesterday, I didn't know that it had that extra support pillow until yesterday when I got to see it in person. And I love that because for me, I have some back issues, and right away I went, oh my gosh, that's my lumbar pillow. So when I think of being on the plane and using this here and then putting that back here for lumbar support, amazing. Right. And I could actually, I also sit a lot, whether it's on airplanes or working at my desk, and just kind of putting it under your tush for a little support is kind of nice too. Yeah. And then yesterday I had a bun like I do right now. And what was so great was it was fitted inside the Tausi, and she went, well, for people who have buns, and then she took it out, and my bun fit right in there perfectly.
Right. That's the beauty of it. It's so customizable and personalizable, and it's a pillowcase. You can put your own pillow in it. For women who use beauty creams at night, like I do a lot for, anti-wrinkling, and I use this at night. So my head is caught from side to side, and I'm not rolling over on the side of my face. So for the beauty market, you're not increasing wrinkling. So there's ways that you're not going to put away this pillowcase. You're not going to put away Tausi after your travels. You're going to use it in your hotel, by the pool. You're going to use it on your office chair when you get home. It's not another neck pillow that you're going to add to your closet and therefore add to the landfill eventually, because, honestly, not all of them really work. And they're one-use products. And this is personalizable, customizable, and versatile. And I like value. I like multi-use products that's sustainable, that really helps the environment. And also it helps you be comfortable for not only seniors, travelers, kids in college, people who work at a desk. someone was on safari, bruised her tailbone and used it for a donut to sit on so she can continue her safari. So I just appreciate being here.
You're getting so many amazing comments. But I bought one for my mom. She looked so horribly uncomfortable while she was in the hospital. I know that is such a common thing. And so I love, like, what a wonderful gift to give someone that is in the hospital, is recovering from something. And then Leslie was saying inside the chat about how wonderful to have that for passengers in the car. And I said that actually very similarly to you yesterday when I thought of my kids in the back seat that always fall asleep in the car and they're always doing this. Yes. I love the idea of having this behind their head. And it really does work, you guys. That was, I can't stand those pillows that go around your neck. There were so many of them at the Travel Goods Show. And I just think, who was the first one that invented those and why are they a thing? Because they really don't work. They're so uncomfortable and bulky and awkward. That works. You put your head in between it and you are just so comfortable and and it really holds you up. And Janice, I love what you said about how it relieves tension, that the pressure points and just relaxes you. So it really is that kind of, multi-benefit product on so many levels.
Exactly. And this is I have to tell you a story. One of my customers bought it for her stepdaughter who had brain cancer. And she would have to travel 40 minutes to her doctor's appointment each week and would be in tears and in pain. And they got Tausi for her. And she was able to do the drive and was comfortable. And, it was her end of life. And why not help somebody be comfortable? And this is traveling. This is caring for people. This is caring for yourself. Everyone deserves to be comfortable. And that's really the motto of Tausi. We just want to allow you to not just adjust to discomfort, get comfortable, get your Tausi on.
I love that. The name is so perfect for it. And that's why, again, I love it so much as a gift, because you really are giving somebody comfort that needs it. And so it's such a thoughtful, caring gift to give somebody.
Love you.
That so much. Yeah.
And go ahead.
I just wanted to say with the vertical, how you put your pillow inside of it. And are you showing that now? Okay, good. So that was my choice of the two, is the fact that you can put your most comfortable pillow inside of that. And then you've got a full length backrest, whether you're on the airplane or in the car or in your bed or on sofa or whatever. You're getting
reading a book in bed.
Yes. Not the toe, but head to hiney.
Exactly. That's why it's like I'm fussy about my pillows, and I don't think anybody should have to buy a pillow they haven't tried. They already know their pillow that they like. They know their density. And particularly, like, I see Christina and Cindy Harden-Weiss, who are rehabilitation therapists. They're the ones who actually first tested my product to see if it was good for seniors, because I wanted to vet it. And then with Sia, who bought it for her mom who's in a hospital and uses it on her office chair. It's something that you get to modify what you already love. Here's my camel, and this is my horizontal, and it has longer straps, and that's for the I made it so it can fit around the largest hospital bed. And we have people who use it in oncology centers, and after heart surgery, you have to sleep upright for 3 weeks. So your head will fall to the side. It's 10 pounds. You can't do anything about it. And the neck pillow is not dignified. It's just not.
Yeah. I really feel like that this should be just a staple in every hospital and every rehabilitation center. Every patient should have a Tausi. You really should.
Thank you.
So
preach. Thank you, Marcy.
I will let them all know.
And on cruise lines, I want to see it on the deck of cruise lines.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. I mean, it just keeps coming. And there's, again, so many people. I need the vertical for my lounge chair. Yes, I know that. I can't wait to get the vertical. I have not gotten to try it with the pillow in it yet. I can only imagine how comfortable that is.
And I'm giving one away. So please upvote me on Grommet and join the QR code. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, upvote just even inside the chat. Let her know what you think of the product. Give her a thumbs up. Give her a rah-rah. Because again, that's how we can get Janice's story out to more and more people, is by activating that chat so that the social media gods
So,
know that something exciting is going on over here, and it is. And so I love
it
the
does.
fact that we're getting it out to so many people.
Oh, if I can say
And
one
with
last thing,
that,
it goes on
sure.
the headrest, not the whole seat. So it attaches to the headrest of an airplane. So you're not bothering anybody behind you. So sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got that
Because
in.
it stops, the back part stops right there, right?
Right, and
The sleeve part.
it goes on the headrest, so you're not disturbing your neighbor behind you. So you're all set. So don't worry about that, anybody in the chat.
Right.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, and
thank you,
actually Renee
Marcy.
chimed in and said the strap helps so that it doesn't fall onto the floor too, right?
Right,
yes,
right.
yes,
It was for my dad. It does
right in
it keeps it in place. You position your comfort. You get up, you walk away, come back, and your comfort is waiting for you. And that's the point of the straps. So if you have any questions, do put it in the chat, and I'll go back there and I'll go through it all. So I just appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. And thank you so much for being here with us live. This is really fun. And I'm going to bring you back on in a few minutes because I know that Janice is going to be doing a giveaway of a Tausi. So definitely stay tuned for that. We'll be back with that. And if you have not already said giveaway in the chat to double your chances, do that now. But without any further ado, I'm going to bring on our second guest. And this is the last product and the last guest. And we saved, I was going to say save the best for last. And you know, Candy, how I feel about you. But they're all so good that I can't say that. So anyway, but I am bringing on Candy, who again is a member of the Women Inventors Club. There she is. Candy and I have something very special in common. We are both petite, right?
Yes.
And so the problem that Candy solved with her brilliant product, which is called Rest Angles, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. There it is right there, is that it really solves the problem of what Candy calls, and I think it's brilliant, the dangle. And when we say the dangle, what we mean is us more petite people, our legs sometimes dangle. Sometimes they don't touch the floor. And on the surface, that doesn't sound like a big deal. But when you think of what that can do over time to your back, to your legs, your knees, it can really sort of wreak havoc on us. And what Candy has designed is so brilliant because it is a support for your feet if you are someone that is smaller and does experience the dangle. But it goes so far beyond that. And the reason that she is at the Travel Goods Show right now is that it is portable. And it is such a brilliant design that collapses down to a very slim silhouette that can fit right into your tote or your backpack or your purse, or it comes, oh, it's hooked on my table. Hold on right here. It actually comes inside this adorable tote. So this is really how thin it gets. So it collapses down to almost nothing. And Jen, did I give, you know what? I gave you the video for yesterday's show. I doubt that you uploaded it. Probably not. Okay, it's okay. But basically, let me show you how, or Candy, do you have one there too? Because here's the one that I have. This is full. This is when it's full upright, and then it does just easily collapse down. Let me take it apart here. And there's how thin it gets. It snaps into place like that. It is, oh, we do have the video. Yay, Jen. So there's Candy. I'm going to assume that's Candy right there having her little light bulb moment when her feet are dangling on the airplane. And the red is showing you where we get those aches and pains over time. And of course, it doesn't just happen on the airplane. If you're sitting at your desk all day, if you're maybe going to a conference and you're sitting for any period of time, if you're a student that's in lectures and classes all day, anywhere and everywhere, to be able to have that support under your feet really can make all the difference in how you feel at the end of the day or at the end of your sitting period, if you will. And it's, you know, just, as I said, such a smart design, so lightweight, so portable. So, and then when it is back up, I wanted to show, it does have a little give to it. And I actually really appreciate that. Every other kind of stool I've ever seen is so hard that in of itself can kind of hurt your back. But see, there's that give and that cushion to it. So you're getting the support, but it's kind of a gentle support. It kind of cradles And so it's different than any other sort of support that I've ever seen on the market. And I love it. You've done such a great job with it. So I appreciate it. So thank you for creating it just for me. I'm sure that's what you created it for.
Yes, and people like us. Yes, that was a great description. Thanks, Marcy.
You're welcome. And Candy, for those of you who don't know her, is coming to us. Actually, she's in Las Vegas now, but she flew here from Alaska. And I got to meet her husband yesterday too, and that was so much fun. So he's a trooper to be here with her at the Travel Good Show. And I wish we had a wider angle to be able to. Actually, you're not at your booth, but at her booth, it's so cute. They have airplane seats. They've got 3 airplane seats between Candy's booth and Janice's booth. And so it's just so fun and so inviting. That's the booth you want to go to if you're at the TGA show. So Candy, tell us about
Women Inventors Club mini booth.
I think it might be. In fact, as far as I know, I think it is. Let's see here. What a lineup today, Bonnie says. Yes, what a lineup. So fun. So lots of women inventors today. We didn't even mean to do that, but there are a lot of women inventors on. Candy, tell us, when did you originally come up with this product, Rest Angles?
Right. So I live in Alaska, but I was working down in Antarctica. So I was flying across the Pacific Ocean at least twice a year, and I traveled a lot other than that. And I'd get off the flight in Auckland, New Zealand, pretty much not able to walk. And I tried other products, and those are great, but everyone's different. So they weren't for me, and I eventually came up with my own, and it's morphed into what it is now, and it only weighs 12 and 5/8 ounces. So I use it all the time. Like, I can't even sit waiting at a doctor's office without my Rest Angles now. I mean, it's constantly with me. So the idea for it came about when I was working in Antarctica, but in 2017, I decided I can make the thing I was using better. And so this has morphed into what it is now. So.
And it has the one feature that I learned about sort of later on, but now I've really come to appreciate, is that it has that wedge feature. So it's adjustable for different reasons. And with this, I like, because I keep this at my desk. And so sometimes I'll put it into this position so that I can get a little bit of a stretch in my calves. So I really like that. And I would have never thought of that. And when I saw that, I went, oh my gosh, I've got to try that. And now it's become kind of one of my favorite uses for it. Yeah, and was that originally part of your design?
Well, I wanted it to be as adjustable as possible. But the wedge thing kind of came about after I got the idea to use triangles and math stuff. And so, so you could put your feet like this, and that stretches the back of your legs, like you were saying. But if you use it like this and you put your feet like this, then it stretches the front of your legs, which feels great when you've been walking around all day in the airport. So,
yep.
And then when you use it like this is, you could put your feet up here, and that's 7 inches. So if you're like your knees above your hips when you're sitting, and a small percentage of people do like that, prefer that, you can do that. It's sturdy enough to hold that. So, and it has.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it again.
It has anti-static magic, so all the yucky stuff on the floor doesn't static cling to the plastic.
I forgot about that feature. That is so cool. That I didn't even know that was possible, that there was something like that. So there's a coating on it, right? Isn't there a coating on it that does that?
It's a coating. Yep.
Yeah, great. And I have to go out on a limb, because when you talk about the height of it, it kind of reminds me, could this take the place of a squatty potty?
Well, Squatty Potty obviously has its very unique purpose, and they do have a portable model, but it's still pretty big. It's not, you're not going to take it with you on the airplane, the one that they have. So those are great, and you can use it for that, of course. I have. I mean, sometimes, like my best friend, she always used to say when she's looking for me, she's from college, and she's be looking for me, she's like, I just look under and see where the legs are dangling on the toilets, and I know which one you're in. So definitely a problem with the dangling.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually a great use for it.
Yeah. So yeah.
And I know so many people have some kinds of support stools already, and there's so many of them out there, but I've never seen one that has the portability of this one. And you're so right that issue with the dangle in the back is not reserved for home. It happens wherever you go. So whether you're at work or whether you're on the airplane or the train or anywhere.
That's right. And it's not a footstool, it's a footrest. So you can't stand it or anything. It's not going to hold your weight if you stand on it. But so the footrest,
good point.
It's more about your popliteal height, which is the distance from the bottom of your foot to the area behind your knee when you're sitting. So you can actually be a tall person and have a short popliteal height and still benefit from a footrest, in this case, rest angles. So it's for all body types, really. Yeah, and you can use it anywhere. It's freestanding, so you don't need to hook it to the tray table or another surface to work. So.
Oh, darn. I think I lost. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I hope. I think I'm back. Okay, well, we are over time, so I actually am going to wrap up now. And Candy, thank you so much for being with us from the Travel Goods Show. And I'm going to bring Janice back in as well right now as we close out the show. Where is Janice? There she is. Oh, is it working? Why am I not? For some reason, oh, I think I lost connection. For some,
oh, we see you.
Jen, it's not letting me click. If you happen to be there, I'm trying to bring Janice back in. Shoot.
I'm here, Marcy.
Are we connected? Okay, I'm just trying to bring Janice in. Let's see.
I can see you.
Are you in and I'm not seeing you?
I'm in.
Okay, my connection obviously isn't good, but I know we are going to do a giveaway. So if you guys are in and I'm just not seeing you, I'm happy to hear that. And I would love, Candy, for you to start. Jen, if you could let us know who the giveaway winners are, then I will have Candy announce who won the rest angles and Janice announce who won the Telsey.
Okay, she has in there the first giveaway winner is Yo Monahan.
Woohoo!
Oh, Yo won. Yay. Congratulations,
awesome.
Yo. And Yo is another Grommet brand and someone that I also have a connection with through the blocks. She was on the blocks and I was a mentor coach on the blocks. So congratulations to Yo. And Janice.
Is someone named Janet?
Telsey.
Alex. I am so happy about that. So Janet, I invite you to DM me and we can talk about which Telsey you would like. I will let you choose your Telsey. So DM me and we'll get all your details if you get a horizontal or vertical and how you want to be comfy.
On. Shoot.
And so Janet, I am on LinkedIn, I am on Facebook, and so I will try to, let's connect because I know getting a giveaway doesn't always work sometimes.
Okay, wait. Second winner is, okay. There everybody is. Do we have everybody back? I'm so sorry. This is what happens when we travel, when we're not in our regular studio. Okay, you guys, and you already announced the winners, is that right?
Yes, Janet,
because I missed it.
One for me, one at Telsey, so I asked her to DM me, and we'll get it together.
Okay,
Thanks so much, Marcy, for having us on live from the show. It's been fabulous. You're fabulous.
I can't hear anything. Okay, if anybody can hear me before I lose connection again, I want to thank everybody for being here and for putting up with our technical difficulties. Thank you to Candy and to Janice for being here live with us. That is always so much fun. And thank you for sharing your stories. And thank you to everyone inside the chat. You guys are amazing. The chat was crazy on fire today, and I so appreciate that. And I know all the brands do as well. And I want to remind everybody that we are coming back. Actually, let's see, next week we're doing a different show. We're doing Thursday night instead of our Friday time. So we'll be posting that, so you'll hear about that. And then we're coming up back with another travel show, and we have really good products. You guys do not want to miss the products for the second travel show. And so we will let you know when that is, but it's looking like it's going to be Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock. So we'll let you know. So thank you guys so much for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. And again, thank you. A very special thank you to Candy and Janice. Bye-bye.